This isn't a loss for me. I was advocating for victims. This is a loss for all of us. This is a loss for society. And the fact that when all that went down, that is all they could say, that is all they could do. Again, I still stand 10 toes down. And all these people saying, ha, 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 I get it. We live in a world, in a country, in a time when nobody cares about anybody, right? Nobody cares about anybody. Let's get, listen, let's get this. Let's get into this. Cassie's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, has made a statement, okay? He said his entire criminal process started when our client, Cassie Ventura, had the courage to file her civil complaint in November 2023. They said although the jury did not find Diddy guilty of sex trafficking, Cassie, beyond a reasonable doubt, she paved the way for a jury to find him guilty of transportation to engage in prostitution. By coming forward with her experience, Cassie has left an indelible mark on both the entertainment industry and the fight for justice. This is a direct statement from Cassie's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, okay? We must repeat with no reservation that we believe and support our client who showed exemplary courage throughout this trial. She displayed unquestionable strength and brought attention to the realities of powerful men in our orbit and the misconduct that has persisted for decades without repercussion. This case proved that change is long overdue, and we will continue to fight on behalf of survivors.
Oh, there she go.
Well said, Mr. Wigdor. Well said, okay? Now let's look at whatever else also could have went wrong, okay? Listen, again, last major point, which points to the obvious fact that this whole thing was unnecessarily rushed, all right? In grand jury, listen, grand juries and home raids are what happens when you're in the investigation. Those feds were bringing stuff to the grand jury just a few months after opening an investigation. The fact at the end that they're rushed and lazy investigation, the feds knew nothing more about Diddy and his business operations than what was Cassie's complaint, right? I mean, the Rolling Stones found out more about the illegal stuff that Diddy was doing than the feds did. All right.
What happened to the
everyone knew Diddy was doing mob-type stuff to keep people in shady deals and cutting former business partners out. 2 years of wiretaps and pressure to talk and be charged as a co-conspirator would have done a lot. But again, Mark Agnifilo took that away. Okay.
Tisa telling lies.
Listen. Again, it is what it is.
Ratchet TV said it.
Again, this is a watershed
moment. Let these motherfuckers lie to y'all. Now y'all
it is a watershed moment. Again, it is a watershed moment. Again, what are you doing? It is a watershed moment. You guys listen. All I can say is this, okay? All I can say is this.
Y'all just missed it.
Again, people want to talk about controlling the media, okay? When I say watershed moment, I don't mean that good. I mean that it's a watershed moment and a wake-up call for the type of country we live in, for the type of thoughts that are in people's minds from 40 to 71 years old, and the fact that they will actually do that. I will say this, okay? I will say this. This is not over, and we need to move forward. I get all the flunkies of Diddy are happy their idol, who wouldn't even spit on them, is out. Because this is the type of lifestyle they idolize. A world where women can be drugged, they can be transported, they can be beaten, and nothing, as long as you have enough money and power, the respect that brings will guarantee that you will never get anything again. Again, this is a circus and this is America. This is the world we live in. A woman's body means nothing. Bruises mean nothing. SA mean nothing. Okay? And now we have a thing of black men coming, trying to do. You guys, listen. I will actually say something, right? At the end of the day, these were federal charges. And the fact that people think that federal charges do not have anything,
are you going to give your subscribers their money back for the lies you told? Are you going to give your subscribers their money back for the lies you told?
These broke niggas is mad So anyway, listen.
You're the mad one.
At the end of the day. At
Broke?
the end
Me
of
broke?
the day,
You think
right?
I'm broke?
I
got more money than you.
Excuse me, can you?
Now they not gonna touch me.
Please.
You motherfuckers better not put a finger on me up in this motherfucker.
Right?
You ain't gonna put a finger on me. I'm not touching nobody.
Right?
I'm not in harm of nobody. I'm not even within 6 feet of you.
Right?
You're a liar.
Listen,
you are a liar, Tisa.
At the end of the day,
you are a liar,
we
Tisa.
have done what we
Tisa
can.
Tells
This
is
shows
a liar.
that these
she lied
people
to
care
everybody.
more about,
and
right?
she's working
we
for the
have
prosecution. And she was paid for by the prosecution. She's a federal informant, and she was paid by the prosecution to tell lies on social media. That's why they got a special little spot for her right here in front of the court building.
What's been actually happening is, I'm
liar.
glad I'm turning into the story, honey.
Tisa telling lies. Tisa telling lies.
Okay, so listen. At the end of the day,
you don't want to
there
week
are,
8
listen,
weeks. We don't give a damn about that.
These people are sitting
here
in this struggle
weeks.
mad that Diddy doesn't even know they exist. They wanted, I get it, they're mad that they don't have.
Calling me broke. You gained your momentum off the Diddy case and the lies you told.
They are mad.
You gained your momentum off the lies you told on P. Diddy. Now go back and apologize to her family for lying.
And now they are saying that I should be the story because I actually went to the prosecution.
She hates black people.
Because
she don't like black people.
At the end of the day, they are mad
no,
that I went with what the prosecution could say, that I did what the prosecution would say, and they're mad. There's all these bottom feeders that literally are trying to get money off their kids, but they cannot, right? Listen, at the end of the day, these people need to be worrying about whether Diddy's going to get time and not yelling at me. I get it that I'm the story. I know they need me for the views. I know they need me for the content. I know they need me for those pennies and those money. And I know that they are the type of men that feel very comfortable trying to harass and bully and intimidate women. At the end of the day, this is the type of people they are. They want to bully women. They want the quiet women. And there's a bunch of dusty, ugly, male-identified women also riding on them. At the end of the day, this is the world we live in. And I'm glad. Thank you for my baby for paying for security.
I had to do it,
Thank you for my baby for keeping me protected.
I had to do it, brother.
Baby, I love you, and I will see you soon.
Now, if a nigga was out here doing all that line, I'd be doing the same thing.
But at the end of the day, these are Diddy supporters. Grown men rolling up on women, trying to intimidate them, trying to make me feel scared, trying to make me feel, because they're mad that the federal government looked at behavior and said it's no. They are hoping that maybe they can get like a few things. There's a bunch of dusty, ugly, men-identified women mad that patriarchy didn't work for them, that are riding along with them. I get it. This is the world that we live in. They're mad. A federal government bought federal government.
With her lying ass.
Federal government
with
bought
your lying ass. You a motherfucking liar, Tisa.
He's crashing out. He's crashing out, and I love to see it. He is crashing. Whoever it is, he is crashing out. Meanwhile, the man that he rolled out for don't know him, won't shake his hand, but he wants at the end of the day.
Apologize.
That's all we want is an apology. Listen, at the end of the day,
for lying on P. Diddy?
At the end of the day,
where's the RICO you promised? I thought you had inside information from the court.
These band of married men are
doing this.
Where's the
inside information?
You guys, let's get back into this, okay?
Am I lying?
So anyway, Mark Agnifilio, listen, I will say this one time. The jury got it wrong. And the jury enabled this behavior. This is what the jury enabled. These are the people that support Diddy. This is the type of thing that they want actually done. Grown men crashing out. Emotional over someone that doesn't even know they exist. Grown men fighting for the fact that they should be able to abuse, bully, yell. This is the world they want to live in. This is the world they want to live in. And now they're crashing out, screaming, voices cracking, because they're mad that security is making it impossible for them to even touch me or get over to it. Anyway, you guys, let's get back into this.
She's a YouTuber that's working for the page.
Let's get back into it.
She's a YouTuber working for the federal government. And paid by the prosecution.
Okay, so Mark Agnifilio stood up and said that he thinks that Diddy should be able to be released and go home.
She's been paid
now,
by the prosecution.
Okay? The government said that they are going to
she don't like black men
oppose
at all.
that.
She hates
the
black men.
The government said that they are going to strongly
she called
oppose
me a
that,
broke,
right?
dude,
Now,
a broke
here's the
N-word.
thing, and you guys,
she
thank
called
you so
me.
much
She
for
wanted
being
to put
here
a
with
hard
me.
ER
I'm
on.
here in the trenches with y'all.
She damn near put an ER on the end of that
actually
motherfucker
out
when
here.
she called me.
There's a lot of hate out here. A lot of people act like I bought the charges. I will never apologize to supporting victims.
Girl, you don't
and
want the
again,
same
everybody
outfit 18
laughing and
times in 8
kicking.
months.
Let them have
But
their
call me
point.
broke.
But again, the day has to change
Stop playing
sometime.
with me.
Diddy left, so now
We
they
can
come
go
to the
bank
only
statement for bank
story,
statement around
which
this
is
bitch.
actually me, right? Which is actually me, okay? So
New
anyway,
media
listen,
wins.
they're saying that Diddy
New
should be
media
out on bail
wins.
because he
We
got
on top
downgraded
now,
to
baby.
prostitution.
We
They said
on
he
top
should be
now, baby.
released now. He
Let's
should be
go.
returned to home.
I'm gonna be
He's
on everybody's
only been
news
convicted of
platform
the
tonight,
Mann
y'all.
Act, which, by the way, can go up to 20
I'm gonna be on
years
everybody's
for
platform.
the Mann
Look at how many
Act,
people
right?
just witnessed that shit. Look at this.
Mark has made a bid saying he got released he got all not guilty for less serious things,
Let's
but it
go.
is, right?
Tisa
He said that
out
his
here telling
plane
lies.
has been chartered. The plane is in Maui, so he's not a flight risk. He says he has
But she
no
lied,
access to the
Nick.
plane, and
Nick,
his
did she
family
lie?
has in fact been.
She lied,
His
Nick.
family
She lied,
is going
Nick.
to hold him to make
She's a
sure he
liar.
doesn't try
At least
to
you get to
run,
keep your
right?
platform. She's
He
done.
said that he shouldn't be
That girl finna
permitted.
lose
He
everything.
said he should
You
be
better
permitted
enjoy
to
them
go
goddamn
home
coins
and
you
live
stole
his
from all
life
them people.
at home.
You
Like
better
he's
enjoy
been
all them
working,
super
right?
chats you stole from
He
them
said
people.
this is just
It's
a
over.
prostitution
It's
offense.
over.
They said that he should be
Your
able to
time
leave
is
the
up. It's
courtroom
over.
and walk outside, okay?
Ratchet
They're
TV
doing
is
the
the new
guidelines. But here's the thing, the
Tisa
prosecution
telling
jumped
lies.
up and
Tisa
said
telling
that
lies.
they are going to ask for the guidelines
Tisa
and they're going
telling
to
lies.
ask for the maximum sentence of 20 million, right? Mark Agnifilo thinks that he should be released right now on $1 million bond.
That's all I want to get
give
out.
up
I had
his
to get that off my
passport
chest. I've
to
been
his
wanting to say
family
that
and be
shit.
able to
I had to get that
go
off my
between
chest.
Florida and New York City.
Yeah,
and again,
she lies.
I literally sat there and said,
Everybody
this
type that in
man,
the chat.
who
Tisa telling
even
lies.
when, as
Everybody
Marine
type that
Comey
in the
said,
chat.
when
Tisa telling lies, and they
prosecution
wasn't gonna
was
break up nothing.
watching,
They heard the whole
this
thing.
man was able
I wouldn't be
to, even when
violent. I'm just
prosecution was
speaking.
watching,
I have a freedom of
was able
speech. I
to
can
do
say
what?
whatever I want to.
He was
Talking about
able
remove
to
him
go
with his
back
broke ass. Girl,
and
if you don't
forth.
shut your broke
Even
ass up,
while
talking
the
with that same
prosecution was
stiff dry ass
watching,
wig on
he
you've been wearing for 8
still
weeks.
was able, even when
wearing that
prosecution
same
was
wig for
watching,
8 weeks over there talking
to break
shit.
the law. Commit this. He was still hiring escorts. He was
Did you
still ready to
involved in
go.
that
And they are trying to get him off. Again, congratulations to the Dream Team for doing what they do.
went
But
off on
again,
Tisa
do
over
you
there.
see
Everybody
all
over
these
there.
idiots walking
Our
around
mind over there.
wanting to fight me, mad I have security, and they can't be a man and use their fists and hands
Everybody
like
typing
Diddy?
in my chat,
This
Tisa
is what the
telling
jury
lies.
enabled.
Tisa
And this is
telling
the world
lies.
the jury wants to live in. They sent a
her
clear
lying
signal
ass.
that if you beat someone, hit someone,
With her lying
expose someone
ass.
in indignity, that's what their money and power can actually buy. Okay?
Yeah, y'all
and
was
there's
over
a
here
lot of
listening
people.
to Tisa telling
There's a
lies.
lot of people. Again, at the end of the day,
Y'all was
they
over here
focus
listening
on
to
what
Tisa
they can.
telling
A bunch
lies.
of dusty, men-identified
Tisa just telling lies.
women that patriarchy never worked
that
for, but
girl
they're
back
still
there
going to
went off
support
on
it
her
because
ass.
that's the only leg in the game they can. And a bunch of men that's mad that they're broke,
Thank you. She's
mad
a
that they don't
government
get the
plan.
views.
She's
Even
a
people
plan
did
to
today,
give us the
oh, you need to
federal government and the
apologize.
prosecution
Are you
team
going to send super
to spin
chats
the
back?
narrative in the
Baby,
media.
does it make you that mad? Does it
No,
make you
Tisa
that
Tells.
mad that there were so many people that
She right
supported
over there.
victims of sexual abuse?
I just went
Does it
off
make
on
you
her ass
that
over there.
mad that there were so
Hell
many
yeah.
people that
Everybody
actually
over there
did the
just
right
went off
thing?
on her.
At the end of the day,
she
it
gonna
is
tell her
not a
security to remove
game.
him.
At the end
I
of the
want them to
day,
put their
it is
goddamn
not
hands
a
on
game.
me.
And now Diddy's
Put your
people
motherfucking
have
hands
caused
on me and
such a
watch what happens.
commotion
Them niggas ain't
that
walking
even
nowhere
when they
near towards me.
won, even though he might be
Talking
facing
about,
20 years,
remove
they are
him. Girl, you better
still
shut your broke
calling
ass
the
up.
boys in
Remove
blue,
him.
even when he
Talking
won.
about
Again,
remove me.
everybody's looking and they want to see
gonna
what my
remove me?
opinion is and what I'm going to do. And I still
Who
stand
was gonna
10
remove me or
toes down.
remove
What-
him?
Thank you, Sam. It's okay. Listen. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Listen,
Tisa
hey,
telling
what's up,
lies.
girl? Lovely Ty, can I get... Hold on. Can I get your...
Yeah, everybody mad out here. You done told all them goddamn lies to these
Listen,
people.
these men out
You done told all these lies to these good people out here and stole all these good folks' money.
Feet on me. Thank God I got
Lying to
security.
them.
But
And they were
she got-
eating that
she
shit
got
up.
top flash.
I
She
just
got
gained
100
300 subscribers from doing that. I just gained 300
honey.
subscribers from doing that. Can I get some subscribers? Can I get my 190,000? I'm almost at 190,000 subscribers, y'all. Let's go.
What did you feel? Listen,
Double
for
tap that
everybody
screen. I should
doesn't
get
know,
1,000 likes for this
queen of
epic ass
YouTube
shit I just
herself,
did.
Lovely T. Please make sure y'all support and join her Discord. It is top
Tisa
notch.
Tells
She's in the Discord. I didn't even know that. But
Yes,
Tisa
but
in
you
the
know what?
Discord
On my
secret.
burner account. On my burner account.
On her
On my
burner
burner account. On my
Spin the
burner account.
narrative in the
So listen,
media.
tell me, when you heard the verdict come out, what did you think or feel?
Okay.
Tisa Tells is a
said
plant.
Before,
She was paid by the government to spin the narrative to everybody in the media. That's why she was on MSNBC, CNN,
I don't
Nancy
think
Grace, all that other
his
shit.
employees
She's
did
a
this
fucking
under the guise of, they're moving
she's
drugs, they're moving
liar.
weight. So I didn't feel like that, but I'm glad he got charged with something.
Yeah.
And they had the receipts for what they charged him with.
I said.
And like I said, this is going to set a precedent. Okay? This is going to shake up the industry. This is going to wake people up to let people know you cannot go around abusing people. You cannot go around taking people's talents, taking their God-given gifts, chewing them up and spitting them out. So this is going to be a wake-up call because this is bigger than Diddy. We are talking about a demonic industry. Everything from Hollywood actors to the modeling industry. The Abercrombie and Fitch folks,
yes,
Harvey Weinstein, and now hip-hop is getting the taste, okay? And you gotta ask yourself.
Y'all see how she's an OG?
Okay, we gotta talk about character. This is a man that was popular. A lot of people fuck with him, put a lot of people on. But where are these people today? See, when you get in trouble, you find out who's really there for you. Why was nobody there to support him outside of attention-seeking Kanye, who came to promote his song?
Never wavered away from our opinions. We stuck to the facts. We stuck to the facts.
Outside of Kanye, who else came up here to support Diddy? Ask yourself that.
Yeah, we having a party tonight, baby.
When I can watch an interview of these grown men, day 26, breaking down, crying,
you coming to the Diddy party
years later, all of them, it wasn't just cute crying. All these men were crying. That tells you that something sinister was going on at Bad Boy. Okay? So we're not just going to knock that and throw that out the window. Like, I get everybody's point where they're like, oh, they're trying to take down a black man and this and that. I get that. But at what point are we going to hold our own accountable?
Come out here talking
We have to be able to hold our own accountable. You just can't treat people any type of way and then think you can get away with it. And the thing is, he knew what he was doing was wrong because guess what? When he was on the Breakfast Club, he said that he would not allow his twins to date older men. He would not allow. So if you're willing to protect your own daughters, why are you not treating other men's daughters as if they're your own? Why are you out here,
Okay, so chat, let me know, was I wrong for doing that?
And like
if I was wrong, drop the caps because I'm just full of shit.
Jane
if
Doe
I was
don't get
right
that much
for doing
grace.
that, drop the
Jane
gems.
Doe, I'm sorry.
Let me know, was I wrong for doing that, y'all? If I was wrong, drop the caps.
If
I was completely right for doing that, drop the gems. Was I wrong for that, y'all?
And I think that's why they ended up not finding the guilty on that one.
Because you think Jane Doe messed up?
He's over here attacking a black woman. Girl, you just attacked a black man for 8 weeks.
On the jury, if they
you just attacked a black man for 8 weeks.
Did a quick research. That's an interesting theory.
I think that's why they lost their account books because of Jane Doe.
But what about the
talking about I'm broke. Girl, you just proved my point.
That was
interesting. Black men.
Yeah, I mean, we can't win them all.
This is about.
You can't win them all.
True.
So you have to look at it like that.
You can tell you got cheated on.
I still think that this is still going to set a precedent.
And
I hope granted it wasn't the RICO, but I think it does. It's going to have to force people to move smarter in this industry. And another thing, let me talk about this real quick.
Now you got resentment.
I also want a lot of young
girls
on social media to understand everything that glitters is not gold.
People
a lot of y'all look at stuff and y'all see
fam.
these Instagram, personas and their lifestyle and these trips and these bags and these shoes. Okay, understand that they're only showing you a highlight.
Yeah.
So I really hope that people take from this case not just the salaciousness, not just the sexual exploits, not just the baby oil, but understand that everything that glitters is not gold. Everybody thought Daphne, you know what I'm saying, like the whatever
from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Doing her thing.
Yeah. And Velma too. And Scrappy and
I'll look at it as like, damn, that's where all that came from.
Exactly.
That's how you got your bitches.
You see Barbie, Scooby-Doo, Daphne, Velma, Wendy, all of them doing the thing, but it is everything that you see is not gold. Mama, let me just ask you one more question. Could you bring up a very important point? Diddy has a
thirsty for views.
Idiots wrote Dusty Ashy supporters and Dusty Ashy male identified.
I don't know his name. You said I was simping for Diddy. You said I was simping for Diddy. You said I was simping for Diddy. I'm simping for Diddy.
But listen, I'm
stand on what you said.
Okay,
stand on what you said.
Bye-bye. Okay,
I ain't simping for nothing. You gotta stand on the lies you told.
A hit dog will
You gotta stand on the lies you told. She's sweating. Why are you sweating? Why are you sweating, Tisa?
dog.
It's not even hot out here. Why you sweating? Why you sweating, Tisa? Why are you sweating? Why are you sweating?
You see how
You're sweating because you're a liar.
All
See,
the
I be
people
You done got
with
caught up
money.
in every lie you done told. Let's get a close up of this. You done got caught up in all the lies you told. You done got caught up talking about I'm camping for paping for Diddy and I don't know him. Say it while I'm here. Why don't you say it while I'm standing right here?
Bitch ass men out here trying to bully women.
Bullying you. You bullied Diddy. You bullied his family. You bullied Diddy's entire family. You bullied Diddy's entire family.
So listen, let's get back into what happened with the prosecution.
Let's get back into it because you're a liar.
Let's get
Why don't you tell the people about that RICO you promised them? With that dry ass wig. Tell them about that RICO you promised them.
Let's get what
Tell them about that RICO you promised them, Tisa.
Let's get what.
Tell them about that RICO you promised them, Tisa.
Turn it up. I love this song.
Exactly.
What in the
You gotta do that. You sweating. She's scrambling and scraping, baby. Bad boy is back.
Oh my God.
Anyway, listen. So listen.
Bad boy is back, Tisa.
Mark Agnefilia
You
wanted
scrambling
a
and scraping, Tisa. No, she gotta stand on the line she told.
Bad. Listen. So
Bad
anyway,
boy.
right? Government opposed the application for. Government opposed the application for bail.
Diddy coming home, baby.
She stood up there.
Diddy
Marie
coming
Coney
home.
said
Hey,
the
your
person
platform
is
done,
found
Tisa.
guilty.
Them lies
for
you
clear
told.
and
I need your
convincing
name for
evidence,
clicks
right?
and views.
Again,
Girl, I done did over
they
50
said it does
million
not
views on
matter
my
whether
channel.
he is a
What is
flight
you talking
risk.
about?
We need to look
Stick
at the
to the facts,
seriousness.
Tisa. You
There
lied
is
in that
a
courtroom.
reason.
You
There
lied
is a reason
outside the
why
courtroom.
he is being
You
held
lied
in jail.
on Diddy.
Okay?
You lied on his
They said
family.
that
You promised
he
him a RICO and it
hired
never
people.
happened. You're
he
done.
Did first
You're
labor,
fucking
right?
cooked.
There was physical abuse,
You federal
right? He said it was
agent.
prolific
She's working for the
distribution of
fucking feds,
drugs,
y'all.
which, by the
Tisa
way,
is a fed.
Diddy literally actually said
Tisa
yes
is
to.
a fucking fed.
They said that they're going to push for 20 years in jail, the maximum. Now there is a chance that
Paid
Diddy
by the
could get
prosecution
probation,
team.
but
You
with 2
fucking liar.
acts of the man back, he's looking at 20 years in jail. He continued, even when he
liar.
knew he was under federal investigation, he continued with a litany of drugs. He
called
knew
me
he
a
was
bitch-ass
under
ninja.
scrutiny, right? This is horrible assault. Drugs,
Hey, I didn't make Tisa
escorts,
break
freak
character,
off supplies,
y'all. I didn't
and
make
it
her
was
break her whole
uncontested by
character.
Diddy.
You know
They
your
said
whole
given
platform
all
finna
the
follow me, right,
evidence,
Tisa?
they believe he 100% poses
missed it
a
again.
danger. He is a real risk, and they
just missed it
100% believe he will continue to commit crimes. Okay? They said that literally,
man.
besides the fact that he was
They
found
say you
not
weird. Block
guilty
that bitch for
of
saying
3
I'm weird.
different crimes,
Hey,
right?
Maj, start blocking people.
He actually
Salute, man.
100% is a danger to society. And I just want to actually
I just
say,
did. You
okay?
just missed it.
I just want to actually say, you look at Diddy's supporters, you look at the sheer level of stupidness and ignorance. And this isn't to all, these are the people out here glazing, obviously don't have real jobs, or maybe they are content creators, you could say that about me, that were literally trying to glaze and see what they could get. Again, hear me out, right? Anybody that was notable, anybody that was respectable, anybody that was anything, they refused to actually be. I'm out in the courthouse. It is pandemonium. I would have showed y'all what was going on, but I didn't want to give the Glazers any content, any whatever. So I said, I'm going to keep the camera on myself because that's what y'all came to see. But it's pandemonium out here. My point of the matter is, right, and it's about 85 degrees and humid. And I got this jacket on, baby. I'm out here working for y'all. I want to give a thank you for everybody that gave a super chat and supported. But again, the level of ignorance that people are really trying to act like the federal government and numerous victims didn't come forward. The fact that people are trying to act like there was no basis for this. The fact that people are trying to act like this was a social media campaign that went too far. The fact that people don't care about the abuse. They don't care about the victims. They don't care because, and this is why the world looks like the way it was, as long as a rich man has money, then you can get anything. And you can even get grown men to come out here and try to fight women out here reporting the truth. Again, I will say this to anybody saying, how do you feel? I 100% still believe the victims. I believe that this was a miscarriage of justice. I do believe, after what we heard Lovely T say, and a lot of people, that this actually moved the needle forward. This moved the needle forward for people that are victims of SA, for people's art. I feel, and my heart breaks for the people that came and testified. Was Jane the best witness? I don't know. But I'm actually really shocked that they didn't even find that with Cassie. That they told them that it was okay for them, right? Listen. Again, I will say this. I am scared for anyone who testified against him because Diddy is very, very vindictive. And I'm scared for the people that testified against him. Listen, and again, baby, thank you. Listen, again, we saw this with Drew Dixon. We saw this with so many people from the Me Too. We saw this even with the Harvey Weinstein. The way that there are people, power is set up, that there are people that will, listen, that there are people emboldened, because not even that they have power, because they want to protect that structure, because they think one day they'll have an opportunity to literally destroy people, to hurt people, to not do anything. You guys, don't worry, I'm 100% safe. Shout out to my baby. Thank you. Listen, I'm 100% safe. Don't worry about it, okay? But I do want to say that, let's look at who the jurors are.